Hey, what's up everybody? In this video, I will be discussing the silver items that must be avoided. Now, everything in this video is just my opinion only. Let me know in the comments section below if you agree or if you disagree with my selections. Please hit that thumbs up button on the video and definitely let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comments section below. But whenever I purchase anything, I always think about how, if I needed to or if I wanted to, how I would resell or who would be the potential buyer of any certain item. And so that's why I came up with this list of silver to avoid. And this is the stuff that I do not purchase. Now, because I do not purchase these items, you are not going to see any of these items. Well, you may see one in just a few moments, and we're going to get into that. But most of these items you will not see in my videos or in this video today. Now, this video is mainly geared towards the silver stacker, not so much the collector. But I think if you are a collector, you might also benefit from this video. But this video is mainly, I will admit, if you are a silver stacker. Now, the very first thing I would say, if you are a silver stacker, the silver to avoid would be high premiums. Most silver stackers want to buy the lowest premium over spot price possible. Now, of course, with all of my videos that I do, I always say everybody should do their own research, come to your own conclusions. Just because I say it in this video doesn't mean it's necessarily true. These are all just my opinions. But high premiums, what is a high premium? Well, that's for you to decide. Some people think American Silver Eagles, even when American Silver Eagles were $2 over spot price, you could find other generic silver for 49 cents, maybe even less than 49 cents over spot. So back in 2017, 2018, when I was buying a lot of American Silver Eagles, people back then was telling me how it was not a good deal to buy American Silver Eagles, and they were buying generic silver for 39 cents, 49 cents, 59 cents over spot price. But for me, I like to stick with bullion coins. That's my opinion. A lot of other people would say they stay clear away from all bullion coins because they have much higher premiums than a lot of your generic or privately minted silver, unless it's privately minted silver like Engelhard, which has a higher premium because those are more of a collector's item. The next thing that I would stay away from, and even though this is a bullion coin, I stay clear away from Chinese pandas. I have my reasons, but I stay clear away from Chinese pandas for a number of reasons, and this video would go on way too long if I gave you all the reasons in this video why I do not buy Chinese pandas. Now, back when I first started the channel, I was buying Chinese pandas. So if you go back and watch some videos from 2016, you may see some videos where I was buying Chinese pandas, but I no longer buy and will not buy Chinese pandas. The other silver item that I would not purchase is colorized coins. I don't like colorized coins. I think a lot of other people feel the same way. Now, there are people who do like colorized coins, and colorized coins are mainly collectors who would purchase colorized coins. Colorized coins tend to have a higher premium than the coin that is not colorized. Not all the time, but in most cases, your colorized coins would have a higher premium. But some colorized coins, instead of buying it from an online dealer, you can usually find them cheaper on the secondary market because a lot of people do not like colorized coins. So colorized coins for me is going to be up near the top of silver coins that I would not purchase. Now, I did do a video similar to this a couple of months ago, but I wanted to add a few more selections to this video. And in the video that I did a few months ago, I said holiday silver or any kind of special occasion silver, unless you're buying it at a very low over spot price and you're buying it not around that said occasion or holiday, Because if you're buying it around, let's say Christmas, and it's a Christmas round or a Christmas bar, chances are those premiums are going to go up, because at that very moment, that's when people are going to want to buy them. Similar to Christmas decorations and stuff like that, it's usually cheaper to buy that kind of stuff after the holiday's over versus buying it just before the holiday, because that's when most people want to buy it. So if I was going to buy some kind of holiday silver, which I do not, I usually stay clear away from that, and I don't have any, so I do stay away from that. But if I was to buy it, I would buy it after the occasion is over versus buying it before the occasion or before the holiday, because that's when the price is usually going to be at its highest. But I would, for me personally, I always think about that resale value. I always think about who could be the potential buyer. I believe, in my opinion, a buyer for that is going to be very, very limited. The next thing is poured silver. Now, there are definitely people who like to purchase poured silver. Poured silver is going to usually have a much higher premium. I look at poured silver as somewhat being a collector piece, maybe a novelty piece. But when you go to resell poured silver, depending on who poured it, where you buy it from, if it's a name brand, if it's a big name, privately minted company, but poured silver in general, again, it depends on what area you're in, where and how you plan on selling it, if it's going to be peer-to-peer or some other different way of selling it. But poured silver is something that I do not buy a lot of, and I tend to stay away. Now, I know a lot of people do like poured silver, and some people may disagree, but that's going to be more the collector versus being someone who stacks silver, in my opinion. So I would stay away, in most cases, from poured silver. For me, it's about recognizability, and when you go to resell it, the person or shop that you're going to be reselling it to, are they going to trust it as being authentic? And are they going to trust that they're going to be able to resell it? Or is it going to be something that's going to be sitting on their shelf? And because poured silver in most cases has a very high premium, even higher premium in a lot of cases than buying a bullion coin, but a bullion coin is highly recognizable if you're going with a Canadian Maple Leaf, a Britannia, a American Silver Eagle, even though American Silver Eagles do have high premiums right now, very high premiums, and I'm not buying many of those either. But I would rather buy an American Silver Eagle at a very high premium versus buying a piece or a lot of poured silver, mainly because of the high premiums and the recognizability factor. And I know that every coin shop is going to trust purchasing a American Silver Eagle. Now, getting your premium back, that's a different story. But if I had to choose between American Silver Eagle and poured silver, I would go American Silver Eagle just about every single time. Speaking of recognizability and trusting what you are purchasing, let's make sure we are not buying fake silver, fake gold, counterfeit coins. Let's check, double check, triple check, regardless of the source you are buying from, if it's a trusted source or not, or if you're buying off of social media or buying off of eBay. Verify one way or another, whichever method you use to verify. There are all different types of ways to verify what you are buying is authentic and not counterfeit or not fake. Verify that what you are buying is authentic. Buying fake silver or counterfeit coins must be avoided. That brings me to slabbed anything. Now, I do have some slab coins. I don't buy many of them, but in 2021, when I purchased some items from the United States Mint, I decided to send the 2021 Morgans and a few other things into grading. But in general, I don't send a lot of modern coins in for grading. I took an exception in 2021. But if you're a stacker, obviously you're not buying a lot of these type of things, and I would stay away from slab coins. Now, these slab coins that I would definitely stay away from more than anything else is these fancy labels. Outside of the grading part, which some people may or may not agree with, But when you get into a lot of these fancy exclusive labels, and a little earlier in the video when I was talking about most of these items you will not see in this video, this is one thing that I did purchase just for a video, just to crack it out, because that's how much I disagree with buying these type of labels. And to prove it, I bought it and I decided to crack one out on a video. And it is similar to this label, which is a emergency production American Silver Eagle, struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Now, both of these I do not agree with. Purchasing emergency production or purchasing a bullion coin which does not have a mint mark, but it does state which mint it was minted at, even though there is no proof of that on the coin. The proof is in the label, not on the coin, and that is pretty much why I disagree with it. Now, as far as buying stuff like this, are you going to be able to get your money back? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. The faith is in the people buying it and the people who have the faith in that label. And that is why I stay away from stuff like this unless I'm buying it to crack out on a video. But here is the remaining pieces of plastic from that video, and I kept it just for that reason. I kept all the broken plastic from that American Silver Eagle, but once these coins are cracked out of these slabs, you can no longer tell if it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, San Francisco Mint, West Point Mint. You had no idea if it was an emergency issue if something were to happen with this slab. So in my opinion, I stay away from this kind of stuff, of course, unless I am buying it to crack it out on a video just to prove my point. Now, my selections are in no fancy order. I'm not saying this is the first that I would stay away from and this is the last I would stay away from. I just stay away from them pretty much equally. My very next thing that I would avoid if I was a silver stacker or even a collector, I think this goes both ways, and that is FOMO, that fear of missing out. Also, if you can't afford it, don't buy it. If you have to put it on a credit card and don't have the cash to pay for it, I think that would be my very top number one. It would be FOMO. I think people get in a lot of trouble when it comes to fear of missing out and buying something because you don't think you're ever going to have a chance to buy it, and then you end up paying a lot more money than you would have paid if you would have, in a lot of cases, just waited. So fear of missing out, don't FOMO. In my opinion, nothing in this video is financial advice. Everybody should do their own research, come to their own conclusions. But if you have that FOMO, fear of missing out, a lot of people get into a lot of trouble with that. If I had to have number one, if you can't afford it, don't buy it. Because in my opinion, the worst silver to purchase is something that you cannot afford and something that you have to put on a credit card and you're paying interest on. In my opinion, that is the very worst silver or gold or anything in my non-financial advice opinion. Let me know what your thoughts are, your opinions are in that comment section below. I appreciate everybody for watching. Please smash the thumbs up button on the video, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.